Close your eyes. Imagine you're standing on Earth. Not 100 years ago, not 1,000 years ago, but over 100,000 years in the past. There are no cities, no flowers, no chocolates, no weddings, no dating, no movies teaching people what love looks like. Only small groups of humans trying to survive another day. Every morning begins with one question. Will we still be alive before the sun sets? Food is scarce. Wild animals are everywhere. One mistake could cost a life, and yet, among all this danger, something unexpected happens. A young man slowly walks toward a young woman. He isn't carrying food. He isn't carrying a weapon. He simply looks into her eyes, moves closer, and for the very first time, their lips touch. Was that the first kiss in human history? Or did the first kiss happen for a reason that had nothing to do with love? What if everything we believe about kissing is completely wrong? Today we're traveling back to uncover one of humanity's greatest mysteries. Who had the first kiss, and why did it happen? The answer might completely change the way you think about love forever. Script, Part 2. The truth is, no one knows exactly who shared the very first kiss. There are no photographs, no written records, no ancient videos hidden somewhere in history. The first kiss happened so long ago that it disappeared without leaving a single name behind. But science, archaeology, and human behavior give us fascinating clues. And those clues tell a story that is even more interesting than most people imagine. Let's travel back once again. Imagine you're living nearly 100,000 years ago. Your world isn't peaceful. Every single day is a fight for survival. The weather is unpredictable. Some days are freezing cold. Other days are unbearably hot. Food is never guaranteed. Sometimes your tribe spends hours searching for fruit, only to return with almost nothing. Other times, a successful hunt means everyone survives another week. Life is difficult. Every member of the tribe depends on everyone else. If someone gets injured, the whole group becomes weaker. If someone dies, the tribe loses another hunter, another protector, another parent. This is why humans slowly became different from almost every other animal. They didn't survive because they were the strongest. They survived because they stayed together. Trust became their greatest weapon. And whenever trust grows, something else begins to grow too. Connection. Imagine a mother holding her baby. Long before words existed, she couldn't say, "I love you." She couldn't write letters. She couldn't send messages. She had only one way to comfort her child. Touch, holding, smiling, looking into the baby's eyes. Scientists believe these simple actions help create emotional bonds that kept families together. But here's something even more surprising. Many researchers think kissing may have started long before romance. In fact, some scientists believe the earliest form of kissing wasn't romantic at all. It may have happened between a mother and her child. Thousands of years ago, parents sometimes chewed food before gently passing it into a baby's mouth. It sounds unusual today, but for ancient humans, it was one of the safest ways to feed babies before they could chew on their own. This behavior still exists in some bird species today, and even a few human cultures practiced it until relatively recent times. Could this have been where kissing first began? Maybe, but that's only one possibility. Another theory is just as fascinating. Imagine two young humans meeting for the first time. Neither one speaks a modern language. There are no dating traditions, no weddings, no rings, no rules about romance. Everything depends on body language. Eye contact, facial expressions, gentle movements, a smile, a touch. Over time, humans began recognizing who made them feel safe, who could be trusted, who would protect them, who would stay beside them. Slowly, affection became stronger. A hand on the shoulder, a warm embrace, foreheads touching, and perhaps, one day, two people leaned just a little closer than ever before, their faces only inches apart, neither knowing what would happen next. For just a brief moment, time seemed to stop. Then, their lips touched. Not because someone taught them, not because they had seen it before, but because their emotions guided them. If that's how the first romantic kiss happened, it wasn't planned, it wasn't invented, it simply happened, as humans slowly became more emotionally connected to each other. But here's where the mystery becomes even deeper. If kissing feels so natural, why don't all animals do it too? Why are humans so different? And what secret is hidden inside our brain every single time we kiss? The answer takes us millions of years into human evolution, and it may completely change the way you think about love itself. Script, Part 3. But here's something most people never think about. If kissing is simply a way to show love, then why does your heart beat faster before it happens? Why do your hands become warm? Why do you suddenly feel nervous? Why do your pupils become larger without you even noticing? Is it just emotion? Or is your brain doing something extraordinary behind the scenes? The answer begins with one tiny organ, your brain. Every time two humans move closer to kiss, millions of neurons instantly begin communicating with one another. Your eyes study the other person's face. Your ears listen to their breathing. Your brain notices tiny movements that you're not even aware of. Within seconds, it starts making hundreds of decisions. Is this person safe? Can I trust them? Do I feel comfortable around them? All of this happens before your lips even touch. Now imagine our ancient ancestors. Life was incredibly dangerous. Choosing the wrong partner wasn't just heartbreaking. It could mean the end of your family line. A healthy, trustworthy partner increased the chances of raising children successfully. An unhealthy or aggressive partner could put everyone at risk. Scientists believe humans slowly evolved to notice incredibly small details about each other. The smell of the skin, the warmth of the body, facial expressions, breathing, eye contact, even tiny changes in voice. A kiss may have helped the brain collect many of these signals in just a few seconds. In other words, a kiss wasn't only about romance. It may also have been one of nature's hidden ways of helping humans choose partners. Isn't that incredible? Something that feels so simple today may have played an important role in human evolution for thousands of generations. And then something amazing happened. As human societies grew, kissing changed too. It was no longer only about choosing a partner. It became something much bigger. Parents kissed their children to comfort them. Friends greeted each other with kisses in some cultures. Kings kissed sacred objects as a sign of respect. Families used kisses to express love without saying a single word. One simple action, hundreds of different meanings. But not every culture saw kissing the same way. This surprises many people. Today, kissing seems almost universal because we see it in movies, television, and social media. Yet anthropologists have discovered that throughout history, several cultures either never practiced romantic kissing or considered it unusual. That tells us something important. Love is universal, but the way humans express love can be very different. Some people hug, some hold hands, some gently touch foreheads, some simply smile, and some kiss. The emotion is the same, only the expression changes. So, did one person suddenly invent kissing one day? Probably not. Most scientists believe it evolved slowly over thousands of years. There was no single inventor, no first lesson, no instruction. It was simply another step in humanity's long journey from surviving together to truly connecting with one another. And perhaps that is what makes the mystery so beautiful. The first kiss wasn't famous. Nobody applauded. Nobody wrote it down. The people involved never imagined that thousands of years later, millions of humans would still be asking the same question. Who had the first kiss? But the story doesn't end there. Because modern science has made one final discovery about kissing that is even more fascinating. One discovery that explains why a single kiss can sometimes become one of the most unforgettable moments of a person's life. Continue. Script, final part. But after everything we've discovered, one final question still remains. Why can a single kiss become one of the most unforgettable moments in a person's entire life? The answer isn't hidden in history. It's hidden inside your brain. The moment two people kiss, the human brain releases powerful chemicals. One of them is dopamine. Often called the brain's reward chemical, dopamine creates feelings of excitement, happiness, and anticipation. Then comes oxytocin, sometimes called the bonding hormone. This chemical helps people feel closer, safer, and more emotionally connected. It's the same hormone that plays an important role between parents and their children. Your brain is essentially saying, this person matters. At the same time, stress hormones begin to decrease. Your muscles relax. Your heartbeat, after racing with excitement, slowly becomes calmer. For just a few moments, the outside world almost disappears. This is why people often remember their first kiss for years, sometimes even for the rest of their lives. Not because it was perfect, but because the brain stores emotional moments more deeply than ordinary memories. Think about it. You probably don't remember every meal you've ever eaten. You don't remember every ordinary day. But people often remember moments that made them feel something powerful. Fear, joy, love, or excitement. That's how the human brain works. It protects emotional memories because throughout evolution, those memories helped our ancestors survive and build stronger relationships. So, who had the very first kiss? The honest answer is, we may never know. There is no name, no face, no exact moment recorded in history. It may have been a mother gently comforting her child. It may have been two young humans discovering affection for the very first time. Or it may have happened many different times in many different places as humans slowly evolved. What matters isn't who the first people were. It's what that moment represented. It marked the beginning of something uniquely human. A way to express trust, affection, comfort, and love without saying a single word. From a tiny prehistoric tribe to billions of people living across the world today. One simple gesture has survived thousands of generations, not because someone invented it, but because being human has always been about more than survival. It's also about connection. And perhaps, somewhere tens of thousands of years ago, two ancient humans shared a simple kiss, completely unaware that one day, millions of people would wonder, were they the first? We'll probably never know the answer, but maybe. That's exactly what makes this mystery so beautiful. If you enjoyed exploring one of humanity's greatest mysteries, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to Beyond Evolution, and tell us in the comments, what first ever mystery should we uncover next?